Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, folks, we're looking at now semicircles. We're going to work out the area and perimeter. The reason why we use the word perimeter here, because when we're going to work out the perimeter, we're going to work out the circumference of the half circle that's been given, because obviously a semicircle is half a circle. Plus, we have also a diameter to add into it, so it's not really called a circumference in that sense. So that's why we use the modified word perimeter. But you'll see that in a moment. Now, we need to work out the area of this semicircle. Now, in order for us to work out the area of a semicircle, what we start with is the area of a circle. Okay, I did ask for a green and I'm also gray. So the area of a normal circle is equal to pi r squared, or pi times by r squared. Now that's the area of a full circle. And because this is half a circle, we have to half the area. So in a sense, so the area of a semicircle, is equal to pi times by the radius squared divided by 2. Okay. Are we happy with that so far? It's half a circle, so we use half the area formula. Now let's put the values in there, let's see what we get. So the area of this semicircle that we got over here is equal to the pi value, which is 3.14 to 2 decimal places, times by the radius. What's the radius? 7 squared divided by 2. So we put into the calculator these values. Let's put the calculator out. Move across. Huh? Because I haven't reset the calculator. Use the fraction button. 3.14 multiplied by 7 squared. Replay, bring it to the bottom. Divided by 2 will give us 76.93. Let's write that down for the moment and round it off to 1 decimal place. You all should know now how to round off to 1 decimal place. So this is our last digit, and the next one is our decider. If the decider is 5 or more, we add 1. If it's less than 5, we leave it alone. In this case, the area of our semicircle is equal to 76.9 centimeters squared to 1 decimal place. Done. So here we have to modify the area formula because we have only half a circle. Now, if we had a quarter of a circle, we would divide it by 4. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Half a circle, you divide the area formula by 2. If you had a quarter of a circle, you divide it by 4. If you had 3/4 of a circle, you divide it by 4 times by 3. And so on and so on. Yeah? Happy with that? Next, let's look at now how we would work at the perimeter. I use the word perimeter here. Now, in order for us to work out the perimeter, we have to look at it. Now, the perimeter is going to be equal to what? It's equal to, we got 2 elements for the perimeter. The perimeter is equal to the curvy part of the circle plus the flat part. Now, the curvy part is what? What is this part here? The curvy part. The curvy part here it is. What's that part? How much of a circle is that? That is the circumference of a circle, but it is half the circumference of a circle. And this straight line on the bottom here is what? What does that represent? Represents the, what do you say, base? That's like a triangle. Okay, what is, in terms of the circle measurement, what's that measurement here called? What's this called here? This measurement from there to there.
7 centimeters.
No, 7 centimeters is this radius. So when I talk about all of the distance here, what's that distance called?
Diameter.
It's called the diameter. So when you work at the perimeter of a semicircle, you've got to work out half the semicircle circumference plus the diameter, because the diameter is part of the question. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so the perimeter, now what is the circumference of a circle? 2 times by pi times by r. That's the C part. Then you divide it by 2, which is over here. And then you add the diameter. Now what is the diameter? Diameter is what?
340.
It's double the radius. Is it?
Oh, I think it's 340.
Yeah. So the diameter in this case is double of the radius. So we can put down here that is equal to 2r. So now let's put the values in. So we say now the perimeter is equal to 2 times by 3.14 times by the what's the radius is 7 divided by 2. Add the diameter. Now diameter is double of the radius, which is 2 times by
14.
7. The 14 is answer, not 2 times by 14. You're giving me answers to something else. So now what you need to do now, put all of this in the calculator and let the calculator do the hard work. So all of this here, light blue, so watch. So use the fraction button first of all. 2 times by 3.14 times by 7. Press replay, bring the cursor down to the bottom. 2 on the bottom. Come up, plus 2 times by 7. And I get a perimeter of what?
I got 50.96. Is it plus?
It's plus, isn't it?
Mine says error.
Because you put it wrong. Okay, who else got that value?
No.
Now look this calculation there.
See,
Now don't forget here we have to do a bit of rounding. That's all right. So this is our last digit. This is the decider digit. Because it is 5 or more, we add 1 to the last digit. So my final answer is 35. Oh, oops. Okay, pardon me. Let's reverse that a bit. Yes. Right. So the 9 add the 1. Okay, that will give you the 10. 5 I'd want to give you 6. So my final answer is 36.0 centimeters to 1 decimal place. You got that down, Khadija?
what did
So-
it say? Decimal point time?
36.0 centimeters to 1 dp bracket. So that's telling the accuracy of the question.
1 decimal point.
1 decimal place, that point. Okay. What I would like you to do now is do exactly what I've done, but I'm going to give you a different value now. I'm going to tell you that the radius in your question, this radius here, in your question is going to be 12 centimeters. Okay, in your question. You work out for me the area of that semicircle and work out its perimeter. Off you go.